Hey, yavaş olsa bak da.
He is hired, right. And who do most of the work in America?
It's car, eh?
It's a car. Your people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much this will be like the people that came out from I mean, or the tribes from Judaism?
Judea?
Yeah.
We all come from Judea. You got to remember this is considered a southern kingdom.
Yeah.
This right here is considered a northern kingdom. They came from the y'all also went to slavery. Yeah, because we had fled going to because we got fled from the Roman persecution. That's how we moved up west from Africa.
Yeah.
How the northern tribes came to America during the Assyrian captivity, or going first back of yeah,
Yeah, because also, I mean, it was also like it's also Mexican tradition, no? On the native, people came from the north, no? So here also in like what is like well, now North America, there's a people from get separate that would be the serpent tribe that start walking down, no? And suppose in Mexico they said like, well, Quetzalcoatl, the main god, they said you're going to find your place to found Mexico, where you find an eagle eating a snake. In the top of a cactus. Right there is where you have to start making Mexico pretty much. But this tribe, they supposed to come all the way from North America, no? And it's like we were on the Grand Canyon. I think it was Grand Canyon. But it's like this tribe, they walk all the way down from here, no? Kind of the way to America. No? And pretty much the same people that came all the way to Africa. I mean, from Africa, no? And start going down.
We the same tribe. We the same people.
Yeah.
You know, like the script said, we're going to all go in captivity.
Yeah.
We did. We all went to captivity.
Yeah, and also, I mean, well, also, of course, no? I mean, we were in captivity also by the Spanish, no? And here by the England also, no? But
Jeremiah 50.
They will bring it here, no? And we say, well, they conquer us in Mexico, no? And also they change, like, all our point of view or all our seeing of the world, no? I mean, all our tradition. They cover it, no? If you don't believe, you will be killed, no? Like everywhere else, no?
That's what it's coming back to all over again.
Exactly. Pretty much the same.
No, hey, when I own, y'all know, man. Y'all part of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
Y'all the most I told you. You know, y'all not Mexican. You see, this is a bad word. It's not real nationality. Someone called it's not someone called Cha-Cha. It's like when two different ways.
Yeah, that's the same also. I mean, it's like the main one, no? It have a lot of names, no? For the same spirit, for the same energy, no?
Right.
The world is huge, so you need different names, no? To name it, no? Because not everybody will understand the same one, no? The same name.
Just know y'all Israelites though, man. Y'all not a Mexican. Y'all not wetback.
Yeah, Israelites.
Yeah, that's a byword. That's a byword.
Yeah, already like transformed, no?
Yeah, like just even like Aztec.
Exactly.
That's the same thing. It's a byword. Like your conquerors, the Spaniards. You know about Hernando de Soto, Cortez. Yeah. You know, he conquered Montezuma. Yeah. So
how you ended up getting that heritage from the Spaniards and through them conquering.
Exactly. That in Mexico, I don't know if it will be the same word in English, but secretly, no? That, for example, for us, well, in Mexico, you know, the main Catholic, no, is the main thing. Like Virgin Maria, no? That's like the main iconic thing, no?
Right.
But for the native people of Mexico, the Aztec, the Mexica,
Yeah.
they have Tonantzin. So when the Spanish came, they bring this image of the Virgin Maria, but it's just like a suppose of the Tonantzin, not the originally Mother of God. No?
Because he knew that they spoke Hebrew.
And for example, the same the cross, no? The cross now is like, well, whatever Christ, no?
Right.
But the thing is the north, the south, the east, and the west, no? So that's pretty much the native used to have. But if they pray on their own gods and the Aztecs, they will be killed. So that's why they need to transform, no, on Christ, no? Because they won't be killed believing in those things.
But that's going back into the dog age.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's all the way, only way behind.
Dealing with Constantine.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going back to dog
They
age.
start church and all
Cross
that.
and everything. Represent taboo.
It was really nice talking to you guys.
All
Thank
right,
you very much.
hey, y'all know y'all Israelite now.
Sorry?
Y'all are Israelite.
Yeah.
Israelite. Yeah, Israel. Yeah, Israel.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
right.
look for, yes. Some friends actually, she have already talked us about that we were Issachar, no?
Just look it up. Just look it up and get the studying in there. Yeah, this y'all though.
Yeah, you can
Go
go
on YouTube.
Go on Gmail, but it's in Spanish.
Okay, GMS, Anciano de Díaz 10. Okay.
So those tribes are the ones that are saved?
Yeah, those tribes right there, that's when the Lord come back to deliver. But out of 12,000, out of each tribe, which make up 4,000. That's
Each
who the-
tribe, with each tribe where...
Yeah, each tribe. That's one nation, but each tribe.
Yeah.
They go to
Yeah, that's exactly.
So, that's what we need for heaven. Right now, we can't hear because of Christ. You're the one that take each chapter. Every tribe. But right now, my eyes been eating through that water. Like some of the tribes don't like each other. Like some Mexicans don't like and so-called blacks don't like Mexicans because we are on the curses. But in the kingdom of heaven, we like one.
We have to clean out all those curses so we can become together one breed, one race.
We all can be one again.
Like somehow, I mean, it's
In the kingdom of heaven,
I mean, it started to happen. I mean, somehow, like literally, no, like Chinese with black or with Mexican with Asian. I mean, pretty much all around the world starting to get it together in one kind of same breed, physically.
I'll tell you, in the kingdom of heaven, we gonna be what? We gonna be on top.
Yeah.
All the other nations, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the so-called white people, they gonna be underneath us.
Yeah.
So we gonna be the rulers of the earth. So they gonna be the slaves, we gonna be the heads. That's how it's gonna be.
Hopefully, we don't do it the same way they do. No, we don't want to be slavers. No, I mean,
Yeah,
on
we
a
slaves
good
too.
way. I mean, I mean, what the idea is that we don't become themselves. No, I mean, we don't want to make slave for somebody else. No, I mean, for us.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Right behind
We're going to rule over them in righteousness.
well, exactly.
But before they can benefit from it, they have to pay for the things that they did.
Yeah.
So we're
karma,
gonna,
no, at the end they have to pay for whatever.
Yeah, so all the things they done to every last one of us, they Native Americans, they Issachar, us, Judah, they got to get paid double. So they got to serve out their punishment. Then if they eat them out, they're going to be done away with. But after they serve out their captivity, they're going to be good. They're going to go back to their land, but they're still going to be paying tributes to us.
Can I take a picture just to remember?
Yeah, take a picture of it.
This him, and this where he was sitting there when he was telling you. But the video, that segment of the video.
Yeah, I say them even on there.
Send it as an email. It's more video. That's just one of the ways I know. This is another guy trying to tell me.
Who better to tell them than their own people?
He not say no want that.
Thank you guys. Blessings.
So
Hey man, we going live too.
He's live already?
Yeah, I hit it.
It was coming like out of the side of the I didn't laugh all over the place. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to turn, face the east towards Jerusalem, giving all praises and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadosh. Right, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and men taught us this truth. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this God-forsaken kingdom. Known today as America, biblically known as the virgin daughter of Babylon the Great. All right, Sodom and Egypt. All right. We're coming to redeem, all right, through our Lord and Savior. This message is for so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans who are the Israelites according to the Bible to receive redemption, all right, to receive salvation, all right, from the destruction that's coming to this God-forsaken kingdom, right? Ron, give me Amos 9. 9 and 8.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. It said, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord.
Right. So, the Lord is got judgment upon this place known as America, because it is the sinful kingdom. It is the most sinful kingdom on the face of the earth. And besides that, his people who was set up to be a holy people, a nation of kings and priests, all right, they are fashioned after this society that's based upon do as thy will.
We gotta go down.
You know, pretty much do whatever you want to do. Live however you want to live. All right? They're fashioned after all the things that lead to death. Which the scriptures say what? The wages of sin is death. Read it again.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord.
Right. So the house of Jacob is who? The Israelites. Which today, according to biblical prophecy, are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And I get to Jeremiah 30:7. He said he's not going to utterly destroy you. Right? So out of all the nations on the earth, he said that it's a portion of Israel that he's going to save. Right? That's his elect. Now, how is the kingdom going to ultimately be destroyed? Thermonuclear missiles. All right? In this third world's war that's vastly approaching, there's going to be massive destruction. Right? And everybody that's left on the earth during this destruction, mainly America. Everybody that's on the land of America, when this destruction comes, is going to be destroyed. If you're not in what they call today UAPs or UFOs, stands for unidentified flying objects or unidentified aerial phenomena, right, which we know in the scriptures to be the chariots of the Most High. If you're not in those vessels when the destructions come, you are going to be destroyed. All right, right along with that sinful kingdom. But, all right, if you are part of the Lord's elect, Jeremiah 30:7 says, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right, Jacob, there it is again. Israel, all right, his time of trouble is vastly approaching. This is just pretty much a big time of recess for Jake right now. See, this is still playtime. But when things get serious, the Lord is going to have Jake in dire straits, man. All right? In a very hard position. In order for him to live, he's going to have to go through hell. Far beyond what he think he's going through now, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Read 7 again.
This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, man. Okay? Then he is talking about the Lord's elect. Give me, I go to Matthew 24. Keep going on there, Amos 9 real quick.
Amos 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel.
That sifting is the trouble. Because sift means to stir up, to shake up. So the Lord is going to shake up the nations, mainly the nation of Israel, through what? Through pestilence, through war, through martial law, through diseases. Okay? All these things are signs of the Lord's coming. There are also the times of Jacob's trouble, man. All right? That main test, that main shaking up, is what the time that we're coming into now is that mark of the beast, man. Okay? Which is the final test, the biggest shaking up of the entire earth. But mainly, this test is for Jacob, because Jacob is the only one that can pass the test, man. All right? Go ahead. You know?
24 and 21.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Right. So the elect ultimately are going to come out of this time of trouble. The elect are going to be sifted out of this destruction and found wholesome. All right? Go back to Amos.
This is Amos 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
Right, and through the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we are being commanded to return unto obedience to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. See, that's the way that you ultimately get saved. It's by obeying and hearkening to the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Like as corn is sifted in a seed, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Right, it said the least grain shall not fall upon the earth. So the grain are the wholesome pieces. So you got the grain and you got the crumbs. The number of crumbs is equated to 2/3, 66.6%. See how the Lord works is he's going to give 66.6% over to the 666. You see? Which is what? The mark of the beast. Right? Their universal product code, because ultimately, in the minds of our people, they have already submitted themselves as a product of their environment. This environment is what? A sinful kingdom. They're a product of the sinful kingdom. So if you're a product of the sinful kingdom, you reap what? Hey, as I say, those who plow iniquity, all right, reap the same. Nah, I guess he's trying to tap my phone and shit. Go ahead, bro. Talking too much. Go ahead.
Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Right. They say that the RFID chip is not the mob. Right? That the Lord ain't going to destroy you if you take the chip. Right? They're going to be destroyed by the sword. That chip is a part of the sword. Who yields the sword? The wicked. The wicked is the one that holds the sword. The wicked got the sword from the Lord. Give me that in Psalms, you know. Yeah, 17 and 13.
Psalms.
Go ahead.
This is Amos 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches
Now
thereof.
see, the tabernacle of David, the house of David, is where the grains are. It's where the wholesome Israelites are, man. Right? Wholesome go back to holy, man. You know? When you go into the shewbread in the temple, which King David ate, that shewbread was what? Whole bread. Whole wheat, the whole bread, man. Go ahead.
And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. You know? Because as a people, that's exactly what happened to us. As a whole, we were ruined. Right? We were ruined by what? The wiles of the devil, these different philosophies, these different ideologies. All right? Christianity being that main dogma that we believe in. All right? Full of fables and fairy tales. You know? Everybody, God loves everybody. Everybody's going to be saved. So our people walk around with a false sense of security, man. You know? Like they got the golden ticket to get on them chariots and get up out of here. No, man. Most of them don't even know how this place going to be destroyed. Most of them don't even know that this is Babylon the Great that's prophesied to be destroyed.
That's right.
And yet, the closer we draw nigh to the end of this place, we see the prophecies unfolding, the more that our people walk blindly. They say, waxing worse and worse. See? Go ahead, who was this reading? Go ahead, Salah.
This is Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Right. We're going to build up the elect, the house of David, as in the days of old, but even stronger than before, man. You see? Because this time we're not going to go off. We're not going to fall. You know, we're going to be perfect. All right? We got something, you know? That Psalms, right?
Yep,
because we fell by what? By way of the sword. Go ahead.
This is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Shemi Hawashah. Disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
From who?
From the wicked.
From who?
From the wicked.
From the wicked, right here. Right? This is the wicked. Okay? Starting with the international bankers, public enemy number one, right? The so-called self-proclaimed white man, starting with the Rothschild family, man. All right? These are the ones that control the state of the earth. These are the ones who are responsible for all the conflict you see going on.
God of this world.
That's the God of this world. As a matter of fact, we'll get that. Go ahead and finish that. Give me that 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. You know, go ahead.
This is Psalms 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Shemi Hawashah. Disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
And as this is what the year of the haste, the year of haste for the coming of our Lord Yahweh, that's exactly what we're praying. You know, Lord, arise and disappoint, take this man down. Because we tired of this place of, and this sentence of hell on earth, man. You know, we're tired of being bound in these bodies that are subject to wickedness, man. Right. See? Let's see, Esau, he sins as easy as breathing the air. That's an easy thing for him. Go ahead.
Which is thy sword?
Right. And the sword was set up for what? Destruction. So destruction is going to be the standard in the earth. That's why you see how this man get down with his policies. They ultimately lead to more death, man. Just like, you know, he pushes that agenda, that Rainbow Coalition agenda, you know, which is total and utter disrespect and blasphemy against the Most High, who set the rainbow as a covenant with his people that he wouldn't destroy them. It's like he taunting the Most High. Oh, you're not going to destroy him? But what if I take your covenant and make it a thing of something you want to destroy?
Then put the face on the Negro, the LBGT.
Right.
That's
That's why he chose Obama to further that agenda. That's why Obama was the one that implemented that policy. So now, because our people was all into idolatry when he came to Obama, he was nothing but an idol for our people to worship. So when he came with his policies, it's like that was the thing, you know.
So yeah, you might get this right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know. If I make a quick point about
Yeah, you got it.
He said that which is thy sword? Which is thy sword? I mean, what when you go to the book of Jeremiah, it said what the kingdom heart to the what in the hand. Or what when you have my outside, he said what?
That's a proverb.
Proverb, yeah, proverb. King's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Yep.
That's why it said which is thy sword, because you go back to it, the Lord controlling all things, man. And the Lord is controlling Esau Edom to do what he's doing, man. It's not of himself, it's of the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. Why? Because he said crazy the wicked for the what? The day of evil, man. It's not the day of evil fashioned approach.
No.
He had to get it out. He just, I just want to make it clear this is our sword.
This is 2 Corinthians 4:4. And whom the power of this world had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of a Mashiach, who is in the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them.
Right, so it's not the mouth of sword, it's not the tongue of sword, right? It tells you that in Hebrew, right? It tells you that what? The word is sharper than any two-edged sword. Well, guess what? You can use the sword for righteousness or you can use the sword for wickedness, right? So ultimately, when you speak, you are able to manipulate the minds of the people, right? Because the mouth is a weapon, man. The same way. Go ahead.
It says, for we preach not ourselves, but Mashiach Yahushua the Lord, and ourselves your servants for Yahushua's sake. For Yahweh, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, have shined in our hearts to give the light of knowledge of glory to Yahweh in the face of Yahushua.
Right. The brother had that 2 Thessalonians
What chapter?
2.
This is second.
2 and 3.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for the day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Get Jeremiah 9 and 6. You see, our people are falling into perdition. Through deception, they are unable to deceive the truth. Because this man has shown himself to be God. You see it? Yeah, get that on camera right there. This man has shown himself to be God, man. You know, he's a crafty devil. You know? He's crafty. That's the thing that causes people to believe in every word that he speaks and everything that he says. Is because he shows himself to be as the Most High. Right? Showing himself to be what? The people of the Most High. But now, things get stirred up. And all that deception that he's been pushing in the earth for so long is starting to be uncovered. You know, all of his work that he's been hiding is being uncovered and revealing him for the devil that he is. Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 6. Thy habitation is in the midst of the sea. Through the sea they refuse to know me, said the Lord.
Yeah, that's plain. So deceit is a sword. That's a weapon. You know?
Hey, back you up.
Hey,
Revelation.
when you got a physical sword, and when you got a spiritual sword working at the same time, hey, your opponent don't have no, you know what I'm saying? He don't got no means to fight back unless he got a sword that's more powerful, right? Because you say, well, all things are 2 and 2, what it said against evil, right? See now, it seems that we don't have a physical sword, you know, a physical defense, which at this very point in time, we don't. But our spiritual defense is so strong that this man can't mess with us physically, really. You know? Because he's bound by his own laws. For instance, right now, we're exercising one of his laws, freedom of speech, and using it against him. You see? And that's how come the Lord told us to do what? Be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, while I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. You see? So, go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3 again, and get that with the bar call, Rob.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2.
You said something about a revelation.
Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
What day is talking about? The day of our deliverance, right? So the Lord had to make us go into a very low state, a docile, dumbed down state of mind, before he would lift us back up, raising up the what? The tabernacles of David, right? Basically put us to that point of helplessness before we would be raised back up and brought to salvation and brought back to that first estate as the gods of the earth. Go ahead, keep going in that 2 Thessalonians.
Verse 4. Who oppose and exalt himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
So that's why this is his world, right? This is his world because he has achieved the agenda of showing himself as God. Go to Obadiah. Go to Obadiah.
It's so vertical and plain on it, you know, to understand the spirit. Because when you go into the word of God, it means what? Power.
Judge, power.
Right. So who is the power? Who is the judge of this world? The so-called white man. So when you starting to understand the words, the meaning of words, then you're better off in the scripture. See, first you got to get the meaning of words down pat.
Read that 2 Thessalonians again.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right. That's why you see the satellite. You see cameras on every damn street. See that? He's trying to do the MOB. All right. Why? Because he claimed to be God, man. He wanted to be the Most High, man. He imaged the Most High on every level, man. You can imagine, man. You see? He's trying to be the one that can bring you back to life and can kill you. Who only got the power to do that? You have about shoot your own shot, man.
Who opposes himself and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right here, exalted himself, man. He put himself on a higher statue, man, a higher level. Where really, he's the lowest of the low. The scripture speaks about him, man, the so-called white man. He's a base man. But since his arrogance, his proudness, all right, boosting himself up to make it seem like he's on a higher level, which he's not, man. This fucking devil ain't shit. But the Lord gave him that power, all right, but he can what? Transgress for the time that's coming. It's all working in what? Prophecy, man. That's what it's doing. It's all working together in prophecy, man. To show you what the Bible is faithful and they are true. All the words are the sayings of the truth. Go ahead.
Or that is worshipped, so that he is as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Right, he is worship. Look what niggas do, man. Niggas sell out to him just for a bag, just for a job, just to get by. Look at the people, look at the women. They go to him for Section 8, food stamp. He is worship. Because one thing a black woman will say, well, shit, I couldn't get it, so I had to go to the white man for it. You see that? That is so-called white man. Yeah, they need me. You see that? Meaning what? He proud. He boasted himself. He exalted himself, man. Why? But it's all done through the Spirit because the Lord have said that, man. By our disobedience, this devil became what? Over us, man. But not for long. Because this is that little season that you are loose to deceive the nation. But it's all for your downfall, man. I
got something real quick. This Isaiah 14, starting at 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
How art thou fallen from heaven means what? How you fallen from your rulership? Because you ain't going to sit up here and say you're going to see a fucking red man with horns and a pitchfork fall from the skies, man. You ain't going to see that. So how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, man? Meaning you falling out your rulership. And Lucifer means light bearer, means the enlightened one going to the elite, the banking family, man. Go ahead. The God of this world. Go ahead.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
And how did he weaken the nation? Through his philosophy, through his democracies, man.
See?
All right, through the deceit. Rape, rob, and murder. See, that's how he weakened the nation. Look what he did in World War I and World War II, man. That's how he weakened the nation. Remember that the Lord gave him that. That was a blessing. We go to the book of Genesis, man. The fatness of the earth and the doors of heaven, and what? By the sword should I live. Can't make this up, man.
It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars.
And you see that? Dealing with what? The satellite. All right? You see that, man? That's why he make himself the all-seeing. Just like the Most High, he the all, the Heavenly Father, the Almighty. You want to be the all-seeing, just like the Lord, man. That's why I say the so-called white man mimic the Most High on every level. But guess what? He created truth. And he gonna destroy you. Go ahead.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Yeah.
I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Yeah, and then where we at? We're on the side of the north. Go ahead.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
You can't get around that.
That's what I'm talking about. Who that? See, because you reading in Thessalonians, right? It's talking about this man as if it's in a mystery.
Right.
Right? They say, let no man deceive you. Right? For that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin will be revealed. So when something needs to be revealed, that means it's a secret. It needs to be uncovered. That's what reveal means.
Yeah.
Right? So who is this man that has set himself up to be like the Most High? Right? Go to Obadiah.
Yeah, you can ask like, whoever put NASA, like NASA, who put satellites in the sky?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who put the spaceship in the sky? Who did that? Who got the power to do that? Even the little baby will tell you, the white people, you know what I'm saying? They the only one got the power to do that.
Right.
Let you know what? This motherfucker is the devil.
I can tell you because the power is in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah, the power in their hand. Because the power is in their hand.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, Obadiah, right? Yeah. So who is this man? Who is this man of sin needing to be revealed, showing himself as the Most High? Because the Most High is not a man of sin. He said the Most High is righteous. He is the judge, right? So who is this man of sin? Who is this imposter showing himself to be the Most High?
Right, because you can't do nothing without this devil on your ass. You can't even go to another state. You can't even go to another fucking country without giving a say so yes, he's gonna put some kind of white man.
Yeah.
So who doing this? It's fucking plain, man.
Yep. Explain to the holy. Go ahead.
Obadiah 1:3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou
So I can start at the top. I said, yeah. So go back to the top.
That's really true, that pride of thy heart.
Let's see what we're talking about. But that's where the point is. That's where it gets to the juicy part. Let's start at the top. Yeah.
Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, Bower, concerning Edom.
Concerning who?
Edom.
Okay.
You broke that down last week, huh?
Come. Yeah.
Come.
Come. Go ahead.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
Rise up, and who is that her? Edom. All right? And today, Edom has disguised himself as a good old America. Right? Because that's what he do.
Yeah.
That's what he do. Like you were saying, bring it out in Micah. Did you go to Micah?
Yep, I got
Okay.
it. This is Micah 2:1.
Yeah.
Woe to them that deceive iniquity
Devise.
and it's a lie. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work an evil upon their beds.
Yep.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Because it is in the power of their hand. See, the power of Esau and Edom is to do iniquity. Right? And because they're in the power seat, that's all they know to do. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by
They
violence.
covet fields and take them by violence. They go to war with every nation on the face of the earth. Right? Go ahead.
And houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
See, they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Right? And what they do, they take everybody's culture, man, and make it their own. Right? Because America had nothing to do with Edom. You see? Edom. Yeah. You know, this land wasn't named on America before they got over here. You know? Talking about the new world. There was a whole world of things going over here and a whole world of people operating without your evil ass before you showed up.
Right.
Micah 2:1 and 2 is talking about none other than this nigga Edom. Uncle Edom. Easy Edom. Sleazy Edom. Yup. Yeah, cut.
This is Psalms 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
See, that's an inward thought. Because that's why I say that pride had deceived you. Because that was their inward thought is that they will continue to rule. They really think they're going to come out of this, man. When World War III happens, they know World War III going to happen. So they're like, okay, then once the smoke clear under the mountains, they're going to come out the rocks and they're going to rebuild America all over again. You know, that's their pride. It's deceiving them. You know? Read it again.
This is Psalms 49, verse 11.
This they inward thoughts. This is what they thinking on. Why they making all these agendas, passing all these laws. This they inward thought.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Ooh, that means America gonna be great. Make America great again. See that? They think that well, America gonna go on forever, man. But according to the Bible, America gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles.
That's
right. So it's not gonna continue forever, man.
And they're dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
Why they think that? Because they believe they're the chosen. In their mind, they think they're going to upset prophecy and obtain their birthright, which they lost. Right? They lost it fair and square. Finders, keepers, losers, weavers. Boo-hoo, eat, bye-bye. You got to die. That's it. Because the heritage of the Israelites is to live forever, to be immortal. Right? So in their mind, they think, well, if I set myself up as that people and make everybody believe that's me, then it's really got to be me. Because if I say it's me and everybody believes it's me, you know, God. Come on, man. Come on now. So what are they going to do? You know, they're going to continue to run with that lie until they are destroyed. They're going to beat that lie to the ground. You think they're going to come and say, all right, I was just playing, man. I know I ain't going to be here. I know I got to give it up. No, they got too much pride. Go back to Obadiah.
That's why the kingdom of heaven, we gonna beat them into it.
Exactly.
Like how they beat our nationality out of us. They don't beat their nationality anyway.
Right.
They the biggest identity thieves on the planet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're gonna be like, what you say? I'm a white man. No, you Esau.
I'm an American. No, you Esau.
You an Edomite.
Walk out. Say it again. Hey, our whip gonna be so strong.
Look. Ooh, this is spirit, man.
Y'all about to take us out. They're gonna really take us with that first strike.
Y'all got Hebrew on it.
Yeah.
And it say 24/7. We gonna eat ass 24/7, man.
All right, man.
Well, they just had like a stone with Hebrew in it, man.
Oh, then you
Yeah.
Man. Spirit, man. Right? Keep that second because of love, because that's what the Lord said. He say with the spirit of his mouth. Right? The Lord gonna consume him with the spirit of his mouth and the brightness of his coming. These signs are eye openers. Like, we seeing different signs pass by us right as we out here prophesying. This is the light testifying, right? These are the eye openers, man.
Like work.
Hey, bro.
You got it. You see what I'm saying? You can't make us up, man. This thing, the spirit of the Lord is being poured out in the earth, right? At an exponential rate, man. They being revealed. And it's the time for all things to come. It says, that that is done in the dark shall come to the light. This is the time for all things to be revealed, man. Right. It say in the end, only truth shall stand. So you can't hide behind Caucasian, white man, American. No. It's time. What was going on before we got it? I don't know if we got it on camera or not, but you had Issachar come up here, man.
Yeah.
Like, inquiring about the truth. And they found out that what? They not Mexicans. They Ishmaelites, man. Get Isaiah 25:7 and hold it on dick. Go back to Obadiah. I know we loading up a lot. Let's get some more out. Yup. What you got, Op?
I got Psalms 58.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 58, verse 1. Do you indeed speak righteous, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O ye sons of men?
Nah, they don't judge us right. That's what the brother was saying. That we beat his ass. It's all constitutional law. You know what I'm saying? With freedom of speech.
Yeah.
So you know the devil don't judge uprightly, man. Yep. He put it. How can you send the nigga to life? You know what I'm saying? Give him a triple life, quadruple life. You know what I'm saying? Give nigga a death penalty. That's unrighteousness, man. Nigga ain't got no type of mercy. Just because you stole a piece of candy, you get 20 years. And here it is, a fucking so-called white man. He done stole the whole motherfucking earth. He done hacked the whole fucking system, and he get fucking probation.
Stole the whole nation of people.
You know what I'm saying?
Stole the whole identity.
To get a slap on the wrist. And Jake gonna steal shit with a bike, and he got 25. He judged unrightly, man. You got it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, in heart you work wickedness.
In heart, meaning in mind. The brother just read it, man. Because it's in the power of their hand.
They devise iniquity.
You weigh violence of your hands in the earth. The wickedness are estranged from the womb.
Hold on, it say he do what? He do what? He wait? Go back
You
to
wait. It's verse 2. Yeah, in your heart you work wickedness. You weigh the violence of your hands in the earth.
You weigh the violence of your hands in the earth, man. That's why you see the condition of our people. When it comes down to something simple as a damn fast food sandwich, they killing each other over a goddamn Popeye's chicken sandwich. Right? This man puts all type of mind-alterating substances in the food to make you react a certain way. They're called GMOs. Right? Genetically modified organisms. And what it's ultimately doing is genetically modifying your organic being. Because you're putting something in your body that's inorganic, your mind has to, your food substance is made ultimately for your body to function. The number one organ in your mind that causes your body to function, I said in your mind. The number one organ in your body that makes you function is your mind. I got a little tongue tie, I got a little head of myself. The number one organ in your body that causes you to function is your mind. So if they're giving you genetically modified modified organisms and you trying to process that shit, your mind gonna have you bugging out. Studies have shown that in the highly populated areas, the neighborhoods where so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are highly populated in, that's where the most goddamn GMO foods is at. You know?
A lot of restaurants. That's why I say, you know you're in the hood when you see a Popeye.
When last time you seen a smoothie shop in the hood?
Even the fucking, you ain't seen Chick-fil-A.
Whole Foods.
Can't find it in the hood, man.
See, they took the butcher shop out of the hood. Goddamn, like goddamn. Folks like I used to be able to walk to the grocery store. I can't even walk to the grocery store. They took Kroger's out of the hood.
They gave us save a lot.
Orange Man had a Kroger's. South Memphis had a Kroger's.
Yep. You got cash save a lot. And then fucking with the cash save a lot, they said triple six. They're charging me more. They bought the Kroger for the bullshit. What's the bullshit? The really all they got here is pork and seafood.
Go ahead, I'll stop finish it off.
This Psalm 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
That's in them.
That's in their DNA.
Yeah.
It's in their DNA to lie. You got a whole era of lies
From the beginning.
called the Renaissance. This is a whole era dedicated to you telling a goddamn lie about who you are. Rebirth. Then lied about the age of the dark age. There was a time when it wasn't that much light. It's a very dim time, you know.
Right.
Yeah, these dark times for your ass.
Yeah.
You know? You can't help yourself, but see, we can't help ourselves from revealing his ass. Give me that Isaiah 25 and 7. Keep that Obadiah over there. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 25, verse 7. And he will destroy this mountain in the face of the covering cast over our people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right, so that veil was put up by Esau Edom. You know? The names of all the different nations, you know, so far as you being identified as a Negro, African American, even black. Most people, our people don't even know that the white man named you black. African American go back to white men. That's what so hey, a product of your environment. That's why you are that 66.6%. Because really they already worship the beast. If you don't come into this truth, by default, you worship the beast. Because the beast is the underneath the power of the Most High, that's who's the next power. Well, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, underneath the power, because when I said the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua was in it. But underneath the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, guess who's the next in power? Satan. Who's the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan? Esau Edom. So if you don't submit to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua by default, you are automatically submitted to the beast. Right? Now go ahead in Revelation 20.
This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 1 through 3. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand.
Right?
And he laid hold on the dragon.
And that angel really is Yahweh Shah, man. Right? Because when this devil finally goes down, Yahweh Shah is coming back to destroy Esau Edom, and the residue of Esau Edom is going into slavery.
That's right.
All right.
You're going back in the pits. Right? Go ahead, bro.
And laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
Ooh, lay hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
That old serpent. That old serpent going back to Genesis.
You hear me? That's right, that old serpent.
Right? Lay hold on the dragon. See? Which Elder Yashawama broke it down beautifully. That serpent, hey, matured into a full-blown dragon. You see? So that little seed that he planted with Eve in the beginning grew so much till he became so powerful. Like, you think about a snake. You go from a gardener to an anaconda to a dragon. Damn, that's a hell of a power. You think about how hard it is. Jake took around and let a python curl up on him too hard. He dead. You can't do nothing with a dragon unless you got a high power. Go ahead.
And lay hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil.
That old serpent, which is the devil. Go ahead.
See, that's why I say you gotta know meaning of the word.
Yeah, deceiver.
See that? Because okay, you got the devil, you got the dragon, and you got
serpent.
To the knowledge of Christianity, there's three different people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's three different beings right there. But not in actuality, talking about who? The so-called white man. The elite.
Not knowing that the Lord looks at men as beasts.
Exactly.
Right?
Because the Lord calls people what? Fox. You know what I'm saying? Those are the cuss out words.
Yeah.
You're a fox, you're a snake, you're a rat. You know what I'm saying? The words are meaning because what your characteristics. So the so-called so-called white man.
Lamb, sheep,
Yeah.
goats.
So-called white man characteristic is what? A fucking serpent.
Serpent.
He's a snake. He's sneaky and he crafty, man. Okay.
Which is the devil and Satan. And bound
The
him.
devil and who?
And Satan.
It say he's the devil and Satan. Hold on, that's two different people, man. No, he's the deceiver and he's the adversary. Go ahead.
And bound him. And bound him 1,000 years. And cast him into the bottomless pit.
The thing that has been is the thing that shall be, and there's no new things under the sun. So you went into the pits for 1,000 years before. You're going into the pits again for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
You're gonna go into slavery again.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
because you were pretty much under subjection until the Holy Roman Empire during that time. This is talking about the Dark Ages, man.
Right.
You know? So, why is it called the bottomless pit? Because the region where you were pushed and forced to dwell would reap no resources. Right?
Right.
Nothing would take root and produce fruit for you. Man, it seems like the earth going back to that. I'm just looking at some news this morning, I believe. They're talking about all the songbirds are dying all over the nation, mainly in Kentucky. All the songbirds are dying. All the trees, Elder Malcolm will continue going into. The trees don't got no bark on them, man. Look, that tree got dead leaves on it, right? And it's the middle of summer, man. Come on, man.
You got flamingos dying in Turkey.
The brother did a lesson on that. You got the flamingos dying.
It's a drought.
You got the fish dying in the sea, man.
We're going right back to what?
Lack of resources, right? Because it's saying everything this man touched pretty much goes to waste, goes to destruction. Everything he touched dies. The wages of sin is death. So the man of sin would do what? Produce death. It ain't no way around it. Go ahead.
And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should not deceive the nations no more.
Because that's his job. See that? That's the job of the so-called white man, to deceive the nation. See that? That's why the Lord said he created him for the day of evil. See that? Because his job is what? Only to deceive. That's his only job. We got a job. He got a job.
And after that, he must be loose a little season.
And that's what time we in right now.
Right.
We got to talk about breaking
Right.
right now.
From the time of the Renaissance era up until now, it's his season, right? But guess what? Give me Job 20 and 5. 20 and I think it started at 4. Yeah, he wrote through it. That was in it.
Job 20 and verse 5.
Yeah.
This is Job chapter 20 and verse 5. That the trumping of the wickedness, trumping.
So like, don't start at 4.
This is Job 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Hey, the Lord says since man has been placed upon earth, so even from the beginning, you know when the serpent got the best of Eve, he was, finally got there. Got it. Yeah, it's loaded. It's on now. But that was for a moment. Because what did the Lord do? The Lord came right in and brought the judgment. You should eat the dust of the ground. Him eating the dust of the ground is also synonymous with him going into the bottomless pit. The dust of the ground is confusion. Right. This man has absolutely no idea how to reap life. Like he did with Adam, he brought Adam from the dust of the ground and gave him the breath of life. He brought the serpent down to the ground and made him eat the dust. Right. You see? Yep. He's going back to that, man. We got the definition of child. And as a matter of fact, that spirit really never left him. Because the only reason that he was able to ever be a king, which his kingly status is pathetic, is because he had the Israelites in captivity. That's the only reason why. Without the Israelites, he would have never been able to reach this status. Never. Because that's who the Lord gave what? The breath of life. They quickened his spirit to him. He had Israelites. He had prophets from Israel. Even when you go into the northern kingdom, when the colonizers came over here, they showed them everything before they actually conquered them. Right. That's how they got the upper hand on them. But guess what they had the knowledge of? Smallpox, measles. These things got knowledge of death. Here it is, the natives showing you life, you bringing them death in exchange. Come on, man. You gotta pay for that.
You got that definition of triumph?
Yeah, done. Yep.
This is triumphant, is renana, and it means a shout of joy, joyful voice, singing in triumph.
So the joy of the hypocrite is what? Only for a moment. Read that again out, the triumphant.
This is Job chapter 20 in verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
See, the joy of the wicked, so-called white people, everybody said we joy so joy they is. Alright? So y'all gotta live it up. Because y'all going to slavery, man. That's
right.
That's your future judgment.
Right.
Right? Being alive for it. See? So the triumphant means the joy of the hypocrite is on for a moment. That's one definition.
Yeah, you got the root.
The root word is say to overcome, and to be overcome, to cry out, shout for joy, giving a ringing cry. To give a ringing cry in joy, exaltation, distress, to cry loud and summons, exaltation of wisdom. To give a ringing cry in joy and exhaustion of praise.
See, exactly. So that's the so-called white man right now, man.
Yeah,
but it's only for a moment. Yeah. It's only for a moment though, man. Now remember, he is loose for what? Another season. You can't forget that, man. That's the key word, another season, man. I mean what? This shit ain't forever. And on the back end, what the Lord tell us? This light affliction is what? It's only for a moment. So now you got two ways to look at it. We ain't gonna be in this predicament forever, man.
He said when he read in Matthew 24, for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So compared to the time that we're gonna have when we take the throne, beginning with Yahushua, this man's existence and rulership is just a very small dust. You know, it can't be compared to what we're going to have. That's why I say his inward thought is that his house and dwelling place is going to continue forever, man. But Obadiah said, go back.
Obadiah 1 and 2.
We're in the middle of something. I ain't cutting nothing, dude. No. Go ahead. Pick up at 3. Yeah.
Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Yeah.
That's a pride.
And that's a God statement.
You like that?
That's a God statement. That's what the Most High said.
You like that? Hey, that's coming soon, man.
That's something that the Most High would say. You know?
Right.
Who gonna bring me down to the ground? Heaven is my throne, earth is my footstool. Who should make a place of rest for me? You know? Yeah. And so this devil say, who gonna bring him down to the ground? Go ahead, he finna tell you who gonna bring you down to the ground.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Man, it don't get no plainer than this. Who exalt themselves as the eagle? Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Right? If you can understand English, you can identify who this is speaking of. Right. You can identify who Esau Edom is today. Go ahead.
Next will I bring down, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai.
The Lord said he's going to bring your ass down. Right? Sit down in the dust. See? Going back to the dust, boy. Because you don't know nothing about life. This nigga knows nothing about life, man. I be standing amazed at how dumb this nigga is. I'm like, damn, he that dumb?
All this technology.
Hey, the deceived and the deceiver, I hear, yeah, all this technology. He be trying to come up with solutions on how to make life, you know,
more
easier.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
But, you know.
Really, he make it harder because he doing it in wickedness, though.
Yeah.
If he doing it in righteousness, he'll be better off. But everything he do is in wickedness.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
He destroying himself.
And he don't put your half out first. Yeah, exactly. Because if you don't put the Lord first in anything, it ain't gonna go right.
Right. Go ahead, like this brother have a precept. Go ahead, yeah.
Verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Yeah. Here it is. All your bags is full. You own all the money. You got all the gold.
All the silver.
You got the fatness of the earth. But you want the little shit. You want the crumbs.
And then what Pastor Rumble I was on his ass the other night.
You got the whole cake, one crumb fall out. This nigga come back. Eat that, man. Can't have that. Look, mouse trying to eat. Mouse can't even eat.
Hey, you know how you do cook big cake? And then you start licking the balls.
Yeah.
And Esau, man, he want everything, man.
He can't, as the scripture say, matter of fact, go to Isaiah, no. Is it Habakkuk say he cannot be satisfied? Go to Habakkuk, man. Go to Habakkuk.
Yeah, he can never be satisfied.
He can never be satisfied.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine.
Hold on. Start at 4.
This is Habakkuk 2, verse 4.
Hold on. Now, we just read that the pride of Esau, Edom's heart, has deceived thee. So who is this talking about? Go ahead.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine.
What is in wine? Lots of things.
He didn't say
It's a lot. Start on where say, if we miss the part where say he is proud. Is it 5?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a lot. Go ahead.
he is a proud man,
There you go.
Neither keeper at home.
So we know who that proud man is talking about. Neither keep it at home.
Where he at now?
He covered fields.
Take him by violence.
Take them by violence.
Yeah.
You know?
That's brutal.
Vagabond. You know? Which, a vagabond is pretty much a traveler, but what are you traveling for?
Right.
You know, Jake travel, he want to see the world. This nigga tell you gotta have a passport, you gotta have a vaccination card, you know, you gotta have a jab juice card. If you ain't got the jab juice stamp, you can't go overseas. You know? Yeah. But here he can go wherever he wants to in the earth and go to war with whoever he want to go to war with, and then tell you it's for this reason and that reason. All along, this is for nothing but wickedness.
Push his agenda. Which is what? The New World Order.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is what the devil trying to do, man. He trying to create the New World Order, man. Reign wickedness.
That's all he ever done.
Yeah.
From the very moment that he began his campaign to achieve the fatness of the earth, beginning with Alexander the Greek, what was he doing? He said he never put his sword down. He can't. Like, that's his power. That's just like we can't put this down. We can't, like, he can't put this down.
It's in him.
He can't put destruction down.
That's right.
He can't stop going into these foreign countries, stealing assets. Fabricating, you know how he order out of chaos. You know? Go over there and just come up with some shit that happened and it ain't happened. Oh, you want the fatness of the earth? What's going on there in Russia?
Hey.
Going over there, they got the next biggest piece. What's going on over there? What's going on over there in China?
That's how you do it. He do it through deception.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll throw the rock and hide his hands. And then, once he hears something about it, oh, you okay? So we're going to fix that problem. He the motherfucker that threw the rock.
The bullet till he meet the bullet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Zach Randolph told DeMarcus Cousins that where I'm from, bullets get bullied. You know? He started playing that tough role till he find somebody just as tough as him. So just imagine the day when your house shot cracked them clouds. Oh, Big Bad Wolf, huh? Yeah, selling them tickets. Selling them tickets. Go ahead, Doc.
He is a proud man, neither keeper at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
He enlarges his desire as hell, right? Hell is the grave, right? Hell, when you deal with the grave, really the earth, because the whole earth is where the people go back to, you know. The body goes back to the earth. So he wants the whole earth. He can't have enough. Going back, say, what you read in Obadiah, if robbers came in, when they leave, when they got enough, he can't get enough. He can't be satisfied. You got it up.
It said, in as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people.
Yep. And that's what he do, man. That's why this is known as what? The great melting pot. Right? Give me Isaiah 24.
They got to push that out.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 73 and verse 5. Verse 4. For there are no bands in their depth, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully.
Yeah, they speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Say what?
Planned Parenthood, man. Let that nigga go, man. Life ain't had no traffic conversation, man. Read that again, the last part.
This is Psalm 73 verse 8. They are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning oppression.
They speak wickedly concerning oppression. You know, like I was saying, Planned Parenthood, abortion, what's some of the other stuff they speak like? You know, like that's okay.
On the homeless?
On the homeless, you know.
Women's liberation.
Yeah, women's liberation, you know. Because the only right a woman's supposed to have is to serve her man. You know? That's really it. You're supposed to get a husband and you're supposed to do as he had you to do, man. You know? And really he gotta have you doing what the Lord designed you to do. So not just any man, but a godly man. Right? Is there more on there?
Verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walked through the earth.
What I say about the tongue? The tongue is a weapon. Right? We'll say, he shall speak great things. Get Daniel, man. Yeah, get Daniel, man. He shall speak great things against the Most High. You know? Because the Most High, we're gonna get to Isaiah 24 too about this being the great melting pot, because one of the policies that he got set up is for anybody can come and be an American, be a part of his system. Like he pushes that what you call it, not separatism, but basically bringing everybody together. Yeah, you know, uniting all nations as one. You know, that's a part of his one world government, which goes back his one world order, his one world order agenda, which goes back to Babylon. Right? It goes back to Babylon.
African American.
Yeah.
Now they say white American.
Chinese American.
Chinese American. Asian American. Yeah. Trying to bring, like you said, trying to bring everybody
as one.
Accord.
So the people can be one.
Yeah.
So that's speaking against the Most High. Go ahead with that Daniel 7:25.
This is Daniel. This is Daniel chapter 7 verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hands until a time and a dividing of time.
Yep. Seeing that what the saints have been in his hand. Man, look, that's more than 350 years. It's really been more than that. Yeah. But the time of his end, right, when he started reaching the pinnacle, right, going back to the 1600s, when he started reaching the pinnacle of his empire, you know? Because when he took us into captivity, that was his great come up, you know? And that's when we was really in his hands, dumbfounded, completely gone, completely fallen away from the understanding of who we are as a people and who our power is. Back from what, 1619, 1969, right? You got something?
I was gonna say, like I said, the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
To the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. You know? So that time where we was lost in that Gentile state of mind, and Yahushua came on the scene and brought the disciples up to apostles, and had Apostle Paul be the minister of the Gentiles. You know, we was brought up in that time, but then we fell away again. You know? So that this time we in now is that same time. Because the Lord said you must prophesy again. You know? That the word must go to the ends of the earth. You know? So it had to happen what happened over in the east during the time of Yahushua with the Gentiles being brought back into the fold had to happen on this side of the earth as well. You know? So fleeing persecution from these wicked Edomites of the Roman Empire, we were led where? Mainly into the western shores of Africa. Okay? Where when they stole us and sold us, all right, they brought us over here and beat our heritage out of us, man. You know?
That's that same for history that they're trying to cover up, man. But you can't cover history up, man. Why? Because it's still in the school.
Oh. Then they're trying to get it out of the secular history.
Right. You can take it out of the schools, the colleges. But you can't take it out of what? The scriptures, man.
Right. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, it's just a quick precept just to back up what you're going into, bro. Hey, this is Exodus 21 and 16. He says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Hey. So we still, hey, the scripture saying in Baruch, we are yet this day in our captivity. So we still in the hands of the wicked, man. One, because we his most valuable resource. You know? So just like it's in his agenda really to destroy the majority of us, is also in his agenda to keep a great you know, handful of us as well. But guess what? His agenda is not going to be accomplished. The Lord say he disappoint. Get that in Job. Y'all can get Job 14 and 5. Nah, that ain't 14 and 5.
It's in the 5th chapter.
What is
5 and 12, I think. Yeah. Disappointed vices.
Yep. This is Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Yep.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Right, which is saying Corinthians was that this Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Right? So one of his major tricks is to continually keep us in a state of confusion and dumbed down to where we don't understand how this man operates. Go ahead, bro. Read it again from the top.
All right, Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Going to what? Their New World Order.
Yep.
Which the brother got the bags up pretty simple for that. But hey, you ain't gonna be able to perform it, man. You only gonna get so far. You only gonna get so far, man. Why? Because the Lord gonna want you to get more. Okay, that's why I said what he said heaven. You only gonna get so far, the Lord gonna go ahead and bring your ass down.
Keep it going. It's a little bit more.
All right, it says verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Yeah, because like I say, this is more wise than dangerous.
And I add, and the new world order that he think he's establishing is really the Lord's new world order.
There's gonna be a change.
Yeah.
Change gonna come.
This is the Lord's new world order. You doing his work, don't even know it. Go ahead.
It says,
You already say the Lord got him in a trick bag.
Hey, he the ultimate check, man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
Go ahead.
It says they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night.
Yep. That was it. I thought it was gonna say in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be. Go ahead, find that. Go ahead. He got it. Ah, good. Good. That's the spirit.
This is Job chapter 22, verse 23.
Good.
It said, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
In the fullness of his sufficiency, which we're coming in the time of his fullness. Because doesn't he have the fullness of the earth? So now it's like, now what? What do I do? How do I complete my task? Straits means a position of difficulty. How do I get the people to buy into the jab juice and set them up with the knockout blow?
The Euro step.
With the Euro step, hit them with the mob. How do I accomplish this? They not buying this shit anymore.
Right.
Boy, making all type of blood sacrifices. She think he losing the juice. Yeah, he know he losing the juice. He know he losing the juice.
That's why they saying they hear without.
You know?
Yeah.
Which now there's information coming out about all these charges coming up on him what is it called? The Nuremberg dam, man. Let me look it right quick. Cause he's breaking all type. This nigga breaking all type of international laws, man. Not just that, but yeah, cause he breaking international laws. But it's I'm gonna get it real quick. Give me just a second. Read that from the top again, Quran.
This is Job 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Woo!
Yep.
And when he is about to fill his belly,
When he was about to fill his belly, they're going to the New World Order that second time around. Yeah, he's talking about the New World Order, man. When he think he's going to have everything under his hand, under his foot, everything under subjection, what's going to happen?
when he was about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
And what is that? The thermonuclear missiles, along with the chariots, man. When this devil think that he got everything planned out, everything already set in order, he got, like, you know, like a nigga come in the house, make his plate, make his food and shit. So he better sit down, put the napkin in his shirt, and ready to say his grace, and then go what? The whole table fall. See that?
All that shit for money.
You know?
Yes.
That's what's gonna happen to the so-called white man, man.
And shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
See that? Woo! They gonna rain upon him while he is eating, while he in the midst of it, man. While he in the midst of trying to control the whole world, the Lord gonna come and take him from his power, man.
Like when you trying to eat that bloody steak.
Right.
Juice running, he just taking that knife, cutting the juice running out. He's licking this. Lord gonna burn that shit to a crisp. Nigga, it's supposed to been well done. It's supposed to been well done anyway, nigga. But no, this is what I was talking about. It's called the Nuremberg Code. You know? So there's all type of charges coming up against this man doing these damn experiments and shit. You know? Jake dumbass marching right up. You got D'Angelo Williams, simp ass, working for Signal on the commercials now, talking about some. I don't even want to talk about it because I know you're gonna get mad. You're gonna try to shut the video down, you damn devil. Right. But anyway, now you know he got these what the apostles be talking about all the time, lesser luminaries, man, working for him, and they mostly out of our people, man. Spike Lee. Oh yeah. The Lord better get your ass some Spike, all right? You better do the right thing, nigga.
Hey, you better. That's been his slogan the whole,
right.
That's been his slogan the whole time.
You better do the right thing, nigga.
Yeah. And die.
Now, you gonna have to worry about more than Radio Raheem, nigga.
Yeah. If you don't die for the Lord, you're gonna die anyway. So you might well die for the Lord. That's why I say, when you don't stand up for something, you're gonna fall for anything.
Right.
So best just stand up for you, how about you out shot, man, call it a day.
Yep.
The dad's gonna fall.
That was all I had though, man. I'll pass it to the nigga.
Okay, come on. Anything you want to teach?
Yeah, we keep going over here.
Okay, come on, get up front.
Maya, we got one.
This is Psalms 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Man, that's what's happening, man. We're seeing Esau Edom, man, telling on himself. His own people out here exposing his ass, man. Right. Then you know, hey, the plans that this devil has coming, man. You know, with the vaccine, you know, the microchip, all these things, man, are being exposed by majority Edomites, man. And then, of course, men of the Lord, the prophets. But hey, you got Esau out here exposing Esau, man. Telling on himself. Hey, it ain't gonna help you, man. We still gonna get your ass in the kingdom, man. Right? What else, brother?
This is Revelations 18, I started 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and it becomes the inhabitants of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
These nations, they bought into the hype of America, man. You know, they believe the hype, man. They believe that the ways of the so-called white man was gonna make their country prosper, man. But what did he bring, man? It brought death, man. You know, confusion. You know, all of his ways, man, it's nothing but confusion, man. You know, putting a woman over the man. Okay, all that homosexuality, rights and shit, man. What the hell is that, man? It makes no sense. You know, and it brings, when you push that vibration into the earth, man, it brings forth confusion. You know. So yeah, these nations are mad at Esau Edom, man, for bringing that shit over there, man. You know. Hey, scripture tell you he never keep it at home, man. I think that's in, where is that, in Habakkuk, you know? Yeah, that's a spirit. Yeah, he go to these other countries and push his wicked ass vibrations, man. You know?
This most recent one was with that COVID relief bill, sending all this debt currency to these other nations over there in the Middle East. And then, like, under this thick ass, bill, in between all that is talking about how, they're supposed to open up gender studies places, and over there pushing their, that westernized vibration to all those countries. If they wanted all that money to go to them, they had to, push all that LGBTQ bullshit. And of course they're not going to deny it. So they're like, yeah, give us some money and we'll just like set up a little ass one and use the other money for other stuff. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that picture of that Jake, yeah, man. That's madness, man. Hey, was it going there?
No, we're at the point.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah 59, 49, verse 17. This is Jeremiah 59, verse 12. 49, verse 12. Salam. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not the drink of the cup have assuredly drunk.
Yeah, that's Israel, man. Because we weren't supposed to be in captivity, man. We the Lord's chosen, man. But hey, we have assuredly drunken, man. We went through that. We caught that hell, man. You know? Keep reading.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Right. Art thou altogether he that shall go unpunished, man? Hell nah, man. You ain't getting away with that. You know? You're not getting away scot-free. Hell no. Your ass is going into captivity too, man. Get Revelation 13:10. Yeah, hey, you going into captivity, man. Right. Thus saith the Bible, man. Thus say the scriptures. You know? Keep reading.
Verse 13. I have sworn myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation.
Basra shall become a desolation, man. This place is going to be desolate. You know? America. Okay? Keep going.
A reproach, a waste, a curse, and all the cities thereof should be perpetual wastes.
Yeah, done for. Done dollars. Jump down to 17.
Jeremiah 49, verse 17. Also Edom shall be a desolation, And everyone that go by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all her plagues thereof. Woo!
Hey, taking this with 15. Hey, these things that are happening to America right now, it's only gonna get worse, man. Hey, cause you best believe they got another shutdown coming, man. Everybody out here now without the mask on, we thinking everything good, it's back to normal. Bullshit. Hey, it's more turmoil, it's more players coming, man.
Right.
It's coming down the pipe. Yeah, hey, we welcome it. Through the spin power, how about Shem out shop, we welcome it, man. Hey, because the faster this place goes down, the sooner we can get to our kingdom, man.
Right.
We sick of this shit. Okay? Brothers working day to day, stressed out, catching hell. We tired of it, man. This ain't our rest, man, as the scriptures say, man. Okay? So we're ready to get that rest, man. But we understand that with that, it comes a labor to enter into that rest, man. All right?
This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate.
13.
Oh, okay. I go to it. He called for it.
Who called for it, bro? Sly, you get it?
Okay.
No.
Now this Revelation 13 to 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
You led us into captivity, man. Now you gotta go into captivity, man.
YouTube keep messing with y'all lives, man. I can't get y'all.
Okay?
Yeah. Man, what's up with YouTube, man? They ain't trying to let me
doing what you did to the Lord's chosen people, man. Just not gonna happen, man. It ain't no way to wiggle out of this, man. Punishment is coming, man. Captivity is coming for Esau Edom, man. All these nations, man.
That's right.
All of you nations, man. You going into captivity, but Esau Edom, this is gonna be biblical proportions right here, man. It's gonna be a captivity, man, for the ages.
Yes, sir.
What you about to have to go through, man. We wonder sometimes, how in the hell is Esau gonna get through the 1,000 years, man? That's a good question. How is he gonna get through this, man? It's gonna be the Spirit of the Lord on you, man. You gonna have, it's gonna be that's gonna be a long 1,000, man. Long 1,000. You can get with the brother on.
Okay, this is Revelation 17. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
I just like the brother going into that, hey, these other nations gonna turn on the Americans, man. The NATO and the EU, they finna hold Jeremiah 50. Let's say spin on arrows, shoot them. You got that, Jeremiah 50?
Yeah, 51.
Look at that.
This is Jeremiah 51, verse 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields.
So it started at 6.
This is Jeremiah 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense.
Right, this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. The Lord's vengeance is to destroy America, But, hey, jump to Jeremiah 50 and 13.
This is Jeremiah 51, verse 13.
50 and 13.
50 and 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it should be wholly desolate.
At this place, America now is going to be desolate, man. It's going to be a desert. Go ahead.
Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished at this and all her plagues.
Right, the last plague is the place going up in flames, man. That's what the brother just read in Revelation 17. These shall hate the whore, which is America. America pushes their philosophies, their democracies, and so on. Read 14.
And put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow.
Right, all you that bend the bow, go ahead.
Shoot at her, spread no
Well,
arrows.
what's that talking about? It's talking about the nuclear missiles, man.
Yep.
All the nations, the EU, the China, Russia, Iraq, all the nations that have nuclear arsenal, shoot at America. And every nation really getting tired of America, getting tired of Babylon the Great, man. These should hate the whore, and this being fulfilled, man. Go ahead.
Spread no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord.
Right, for she has sinned against the Lord. In the scriptures of Revelation, the 18th chapter, say her sins have reached unto heaven. So the America is going to get destroyed, man. You know? But hey, so now it's not a good time to be an Edomite, man. But hey, y'all supposed to be living in those. Y'all supposed to be getting drunk, snorting cocaine if you want. You know, living it up. Messing out your credit cards if you an Edomite. But hey, y'all can know you got it.
Alright. Yeah, we finna get into it, bro.
This is
Let the brother get that one.
No. Start at the top, bro.
Well, you know what? Let him get this one, then we're gonna get that.
This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written. Salaki, let me read that again. This is Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Praise says the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, man. So that time is coming, man, where the Lord is going to repay Esau for all the wickedness he's done, man. All the wickedness he's done in the earth, man, he about to get that payment, man. The tab is due. The big payback, man. It's time to pay, man. Point blank period, man. You done got away with wickedness for so long, man. Hey, we finna get into it, man. You got it, bro. Yeah, just start at the top with the read down.
2 Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Incredulity of these trouble thee, the unbelief. Let not the unbelief of others trouble you. It don't matter if you don't believe, man. You know, just like it tells you in Romans, man. So what if some did not believe? Hey, faith is given into the Lord's elect, man. That's a gift, man, to have faith. You know? So if some don't believe, man, the hell with it, man. You know? They gon' keep reading.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. So if you don't believe, man, if you had that spirit of unbelief, you know, unfaithfulness, you're gonna die in that, man. The Lord gonna leave you into that, man. You know? You keep going.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Hey, I will bring plagues upon the earth, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And we're seeing it at a small level right now, but it's about to pick up even more steam, man. You know, like you roll a little small ball of snow down a hill, man, and it starts getting bigger and bigger. Hey, man. It's gonna get so big to it's you know, you ain't gonna be able to control it no more.
Like a domino effect.
Yeah.
That's how the prophecy's coming, man. They're not slack.
Yeah, they pick up steam.
Second Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore says the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
And that's the reason the Lord is going to bring forth that judgment to America, man. And to Esau, Edom, and these devils, man. Okay? Because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. You know? This place is full of wickedness, man. We're seeing more and more wickedness, man, every day, man. You know? Esau is getting worse and worse and worse, man. He's waxing worse, man. Until the Lord just gonna have to come back, man, and take his ass completely out of his rulership, man. You know? Brother and God.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 in verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw now and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bring forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Verse 30.
These the dominoes effect. The boy was talking about rolling snowball down the hill just get bigger and bigger. This how this prophecy about to come, man. Well, 1 man 9 months. You read that from top again?
This is 2nd Ezra 16 to 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bring forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
They slack not a moment. But guess what? We in that. We about damn near in that time, man.
Yeah.
Hey, get 1 Thessalonians 5:20.
Hey, you know, bro.
This is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth. That's obviously talking about the nuclear destruction.
That's right.
What we're going into. It's gonna, hey, what was it, Sarah Connor on
Terminator.
While she was up against the gate, all his flesh was consumed away while she was still standing. And all of those that fight against Jerusalem, Jerusalem is a people before a place.
Right.
That's the capital of Israel. All right, referring to the government, the governing body of Israel, which is starting with the elect and Yahushua over them. So those that fight against us, that are trying to suppress this word, that's your judgment. So that plague.
Prophecy leading up to that final flag right there. Go ahead.
Verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
Sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And we enter into a time of Jacob trouble. Calamities out of calamities. Another shutdown about to come. Our people fail to realize that. Hey, get 1 Thessalonians.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3.
And hey, they don't want to believe it. They still have
That's the incredulity of them trouble, man.
They want to meme up, turn the lip up.
Yeah, right. You read my mind, bro.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Then sudden destruction come upon them, man. In the blink of an eye, man. Go ahead.
As travail upon a woman with child, and they should not escape.
You're not going to escape, man.
Right.
This is back in 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, in verse 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Right, be even pilgrims upon the earth, man. Make you ready to the battle. And the prophets, Lord willing, those elect man, the Lord sent out watchmen to allow you to take heed to the word, so you can be ready to the battle.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Hey, so you won't have an excuse to cause you know Jake big with excuses, man. A nigga give an excuse for everything, man. He got an excuse for your ass, man. But you're not gonna have no excuse, man. You're not gonna be able to tell the Most High you didn't know, I didn't hear it. No, the word is out here, man. Hey, what it say in, what is it, John 8:32? They should have no cloak for their sins. It's like 15 to 32. You know, you're not gonna be able to excuse your way. You're not gonna be able to excuse your way out of judgment, man. You know. Brother get Ezekiel 33 too. We're going to that because hey, we're in that spirit of doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Because hey, the Lord put the spirit on us to do this, man. You know, this ain't of our own will. We not out here in our own mind like, hey, I'm gonna be a prophet today. I'm gonna go out here and tell Israel they going off. You know? Yeah, no, man, we doing this. We doing this because the Lord put the spirit on us. You know? Hey, and the water you have that should be on top of that. Hey, Lord willing, if we are those men, man, it's a great reward for what we're doing, man. You know? But yeah, brother, get that where it says, basically saying get the blood out of my hands and they don't hear it.
Oh, yeah. This is Ezekiel 33, and I'll start in verse 7 through 8. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore shalt thou hear the word at my mouth and warn them for me. Verse 8. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die. If thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, the wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Yeah, that's if we don't tell them.
Right.
If we hold back the word, if you know the truth and you hold back. That's why, man, I remember when I first heard the word, man, I remember Elder Kazak was going into that, man. Basically, like, when you know, you got to get your ass out here and talk, man, and teach, man. You can't just be sitting, that's like that parable of the talents, man. You just take it and hide it under the napkin and go, you know, hide it away, man. You can't do that. If you know, you gotta come out here and teach, man. Tell the people, give them warning from me, you know, what's coming. Okay, also the other nations, they got to hear what's coming, man. That's right. You know? Keep going.
Verse 9. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
See? Yep, thou hast delivered thy soul. Because we listened. We did what the Lord told us to do, man. You know? It's blood off our hands, man. Hey, I told you, you didn't listen, it's on you. Yep. You got it up.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10. It says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may obtain the salvation which is in Yahweh Shai with eternal glory. You know, so if you love your brothers, so you're talking about, you have an understanding about the elect, what that means to be a part of the elect. Hey, you're going to do your best to try to wake them up so we can get the hell out of here.
Right.
We endure all things for the elect's sake. Meaning we go through the trouble of, researching and studying, constantly doing videos. Having to deal with bullshit like this.
Yeah, right.
Having to deal with slavery. Yep. We endure all that for our fellow elect. We're willing to be a part of that. Because Yahweh Shai did it first. We're supposed to be like Yahweh Shai.
That's right, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me, yea, more unto me, if I preach not the gospel.
Woo! I read it NLT. It says,
me if I preach not the gospel. You got it, bro.
It's the NLT of 1 Corinthians 9 and 16. Yet preaching the good news is not something I can boast about.
Right, we can't boast about this. Go ahead.
I am compelled by Yahweh to do it.
Why we didn't compel? It's spilled on us to do this, man. What I'm saying, Jeremiah, his words like fire in my mouth. In my bones, man. We can't wait to come out here on all outside and do the work, man.
Right, bro.
Hey, so much here we catch through the week. That's why we students sit down throughout the week and can't wait to come out here, man. It's the spirit of the Lord, man. And all praise that which you outside, man. You know? Go ahead.
How terrible for me if I didn't preach the good news.
How terrible unto us if we did preach the good news. We kept our talents hidden and never. Woe to us, man. Death unto us, man. You hold them back. And like the brother was saying, you don't love your fellow brother, man. That's love the neighbor as thyself. Not taking the jail. Because you gotta understand who your neighbor is, man. Your neighbor is, get their numbers, man. They, going on. Because the neighbor talking about of the same tribe, the same nation, man. Not the heathens, man. You gotta come medieval heaven come on, love your neighbor. If you, and take the job, man. No, hell no, man. Fuck that. You going off. That bitch went there, man. And these devils, they always want to use the scriptures to benefit for their own agenda, so to speak, man. You know? We got 1 to 18. I believe. That's the James. Well, that's a determined degree. Come on.
This is Luke 14, verse 23. This is Luke 14, verse 23. The Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be fulfilled.
Go out to the highway. That's where we at, man. Go to that word compel, because I think it says it's basically like threatening. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're trying to. That's what we're doing, man. You know, it's threatening our people to come back, man. Yeah. Through the terror of the Lord. You know. But he finna get that word for compel, man. That's exactly what we're doing. We're compelling our people, man, to come back. You know.
And it means to necessitate, compel, drive to, constrain by force or threats.
By threats, man. Hey, that's it, man. Yeah, the Lord ain't playing, man. He on your ass, man, about doing his will, man. You know? And you got a lot of our people out here, man, that's basically taking the Lord lightly, man. They think Yahweh Shem outside a power that's to be played with, man. That the church house speak of, man. You know, that Lord only do good. You know, all about blessings. He forgive everything. No, hey man, the Lord will bring forth hell on you, man. He control both sides, man. You got to know the power you're dealing with, man. You know. But hey, that's the reason we're out here, man, is to compel our people, man, you know, and to tell these other nations what's coming to them as well, you know. Y'all can get what you had, folks.
This is Numbers. This is Leviticus chapter 19. Verse 1. This is Leviticus 19:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord, your power, am holy.
Right. So, to just start off, this commandment, given to Moses, that you should speak to the children of Israel. Jump down to 17.
Jumping down to verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Not suffer sin upon him. So you really love your neighbor. Read 18.
Verse 18, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Of thy people. Because Moses was an Israelite.
That's right.
To speak to the children of Israel. Start back up in the first verse, man. So loving thy neighbor as yourself, it's talking about your own nation, your fellow tribe. And ultimately, loving your neighbor as yourself is applied into this brotherhood, man. Because it's fuck the two-thirds.
That's right.
You know? Good.
Verse 18, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Us coming out here, this the greatest love we can do.
Yeah.
Telling our people not to take the chip, man. The MOB. To stop committing adultery and come back up to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
This is love. You got it, bro.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 15. And I will very gladly spend and be spent for you, though the more abundantly I love you, the less I do love you. That was the Apostle Paul. So what was that talking about? You know, that was talking about him, rebuking these different churches. And this, in particular, was Corinth. You know? He said, the more I try to correct you, the less y'all try to, hang with me. So yeah, man. Hey, love, there's a thing called tough love, alright? Yeah, rebuke. It's just like how your daddy loved you whenever he beat your ass. But you didn't realize it until you got older and you're like, damn, he was making sure I wasn't getting caught up in, that fast life, so to speak. Chastising.
Niggas in jail and shit.
Like, yeah, that's why my dad was always getting on my ass to hang around him.
This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach man, so he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. I mean, that's going back into the rebuke, and that's why we rebuke. You know what I'm saying? It's the true love, because love is keeping the commandments. So hey, that's what we commanded to do.
Crying loud, spell not. So my people that transgress in the house of Jacob, they sins, man. You should not suffer sin upon them, man. You know?
All right, bring that out, bro. Yeah, because, hey, Jake, that's the thing with our people, man. They hate getting corrected, man. Jake look at correction as a negative, man.
Hate.
As hate. Hey, he just don't want to see me come up. Look at Sakari there, man, right now. You know? And that's really pride on them, but I'm just saying, man, you look at they've been corrected. Just take the correction, man. You know? You digging your hole deeper and deeper and deeper, man.
Listen, a wise man would love you.
Hey, is that it? Oh, okay, yeah, brother got it. Yeah, that's good.
Proverbs 9 and 8. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee.
See, you rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee, because he gonna understand, hey, this man is sparing my soul, man. Exactly. You know, this man is trying to guide me in the right way, so I don't go off and the Lord destroy my ass, man.
So I don't get an ass whooping.
So I don't get that whooping, man. That correction, you know. But a foolish man, they gonna take that same correction, and what's gonna happen? He gonna, oh man, this nigga don't like me, man. We all brothers. All that type stuff, man. You gotta love your brother.
This is Proverbs 27 and 5.
You gotta build up the nation.
Yeah, we trying to build a nation, brother. Where the love at?
This is Proverbs 27 and 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Yeah, read it again now.
This is Proverbs 27 and 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Open rebuke is better than secret love, man. Hey, and that's what we do, man. Hey, brothers openly rebuke each other, man. That's love, man. Yep. You got Jake in the world, man. I see you about to trip and fall over something. Jake, look at that nigga. Hold on, get my phone out, get my phone. You know, and just watch you do it, man. And get hurt. Oh, look at that nigga, man. He dumbass nigga. You know, but hey, that's because they don't have that love for each other, man. Ain't nothing but fake love out here, man. Yeah. You know, so what's gonna happen, man, when all hell breaks loose, man? You know, what's gonna happen in these days and times to come, man? When these plagues start to come with more regularity, man. Back to back to back to back to back. Them dominoes start picking up, man. You know? Hey, the scriptures tell you, man, evil men shall wax worse and worse, man. It's gonna get worse, man. Yep. It's gonna get worse before it get better out here, man. The love of many shall wax cold, man. Yeah.
This is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, man, because we in those days and times right now, man, but it's gonna get worse. You know, our people are in that spirit of everything is gonna be all right, man. That down home church, Al Green shit, man. You know, I think that's his song, and everything's gonna be all right. Yeah. Hey, he coming back, but it ain't gonna be all right, man, for the wicked. All right. You know, it's only gonna be all right for the elect, man. Those are the ones that the Lord is going to, come back and deliver out of this hell, man. And it damn sure ain't going to be all right for Esau either, man, and these other nations, man. You know, you better live it up, man. Even when they do shut it back down, man, you better keep going. Right here. Rebel, man. Uprise, man. This can't be the end, man. Because, hey, once this kingdom goes down, man, hey, it's the rise of our kingdom, man. You know? And, then the fun starts, man.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 8. Now I will surely pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee. And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thy abominations. Yeah. Verse 8. And my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thy abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that smiteth thee.
That's right. Hey, that's what's coming, man. These people about to know the Lord, man. You know? Hey, that Psalms 9 and 16, man. He's about to make himself known to these people, man. You know? The true power, not that fake image of Caesar, man. You know, not that guy. Not the one everybody call upon, man. Sweet Jesus. Oh, Jesus, help me. Help me, Lord. Hey, he ain't coming, man. That guy ain't coming, man. You know? Yeah,
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1 and 2. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest the part of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. Hey, you're about to visit this place, man. We giving you the warning, man. You see the signs, man. You know? The signs are every day taking place, man. You know, we ain't been too long, had a eclipse. You know, you had the blood moons, wars, rumors of wars. But you'll have people that say, hey, these things have been happening forever. Not like this, man. Not on this page, man.
Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world having beginning and an end, the end is manifest.
Right. Hey, everything has a beginning and an end. Esau had a beginning to his kingdom, man. Scripture tell you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So, hey, like it says in, matter of fact, just get that, Job 14:5, we're coming to the end of his rulership, man. You know? We're at that point now, man, where, hey, we're in the last little bit of Esau Edom's rulership, man. Right. Because, hey, the scriptures also say that the world or the earth abides forever, man. So it ain't just talking about, you know, the world coming to an end. That's what they think. They see the, you know, destruction and the oh Lord, that's it. That's the end of the world. The whole earth. No. We ain't talking about the whole earth, man. Just the end of the rulership of the wicked, man. You know, which our people should be happy about this. You should be. If you knew what was at stake, you knew what was coming, man, you would be happy. You know? Right. New bodies. You ain't gotta constantly walk around, man, with a cane and limping, you know, back pain, you know. You know how, man, hey, man, Jake get to a certain age, man, a lot of these brothers still young, they don't know, but, man, you get to a certain age, man, shit, you walking different, man. Knees popping and shit, you know. We need new bodies, man.
We need that skate.
We need to.
Hey, I just said, if I get church saying skate, the Lord said, come out of her, my people, man.
Right.
Come to y'all, let's one shot. He gonna give us rest, man.
Yep.
You got it?
Yeah. Hey.
Okay, this is Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
Yeah, so that's what it entails when you put your trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because the brother was talking about how these bodies deteriorate. You grow old and you get, knee pains, back pains.
Right.
You know, even young people, you look around, man. You see these teenagers that are obese and stuff and out of shape.
Little kids.
They're hooked on those baits, so they're gasping for air. They get to a light jog.
Right.
So I mean, hey man, people are fucked up here. Yeah. But those that wait upon the Lord, hey, their strength will be renewed going into those new bodies.
Yep.
Those immortal bodies. Mounting up with wings like eagles, looking to be able to fly. Like Superman.
Superman is on us.
Yep. Yeah. God's on earth.
God.
That's what the scriptures say. Lowercase g. You know? Because we're going to be aligned with the capital G.
Yeah.
You know, Yahweh. Whose son Yahweh Shai.
Hey, like many Yahweh Shais, man. You know, many saviors, many Yahweh Shais. We're gonna be like, you know, small versions of him. So hey, man, that time is coming, man. We believe that, man. We know it's gonna happen. You know.
This is Isaiah 28:11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people, to whom he said, this is the rest where the wicked may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing. Yet they would not hear. Man.
Like that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Right. This is that living water right here. This is that fountain of youth, so to speak. This is the true riches, far beyond gold and silver, coming by without money. This is that white raiment. You know, the special garment. What? The milk and honey. What else do you want me to? What else? What is it? Metaphor do you want me to use? Right. This is everything.
They say Costa Rica, man. Why can the troops set you free? Yep. Hey, let's go on Jeremiah 2:13. Got that.
Alright, let's get 1 Corinthians 15, just going to the new bodies, man. Hey, we need that, man. We need everything that's ours, man. Start with those bodies, man. You know? I think it started at 50.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Neither does corruption inherit incorruption.
Right. Flesh and blood, these bodies can't go into the kingdom, man. We don't want to go into the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shine. These vessels, man. Coughing, still getting sick, you know. Jake got to take, breaking out. Jake got to take Viagra pills to satisfy all his wives. You know, you don't even have that figure, you know. Come on, man. We ain't taking these bodies in the kingdom, man. Yeah.
I'm like to add to the flesh. Flesh is something that's wickedness. The flesh wants to go off.
Right.
Verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
Right.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall be sounded, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
Right. Hey, and the dead shall rise, man. We shall all be changed, man. Everybody gonna get those, all the Israelites, man. They're gonna get those new bodies, man. We're gonna be made perfect, man. You know? Hey, that's part of that blessing, man. You know? The blessing for Israel, man, for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Hey, that's a big part of this thing, man. Immortality. Woo, come on, man.
Verse 53. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality.
This mortal must put on immortality, man. Hey, and that's starting right here in our mind first, man. They're immortal, hey, knowing that we're gonna be kings, man. Gods on the earth, man. Through the Spirit of God, Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Man, hey, that's worth dying for right now, man. That's worth giving up this so-called life we're living, man. We ain't living. If someone told you, man, if you die right now, man, you can come back and live forever, they gonna say, fuck it. Hey, I'm with it. What I gotta do? Yeah, man, keep reading, bro.
Back in 1 Corinthians 15 in verse 54. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
Hey, death is swallowed up in victory, man. Death is not gonna have power over us anymore, man. You know, that's the day that we're looking forward to, man. But hey, we have power over death, man. We got the victory. But we already got the victory through Yahweh Shai, man. You know, he conquered with us. Yeah, we already got the victory, man, through Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So, hey,
Mark of the beast.
Hey, man.
That's that mark of the beast.
This is a beautiful time we're living in, man. This is a beautiful time that we're living in. The time that, hey, we're seeing that transition. Get that in Salah.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 13. Go and ye shall receive, pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch.
Right. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. So that's the reason we're hastening, man. We're praying for a few days, man. We're praying that, hey, this thing speeds up more and more and more. You know? Because we got a kingdom coming, man. An everlasting kingdom coming, man. Hey, we're going to enjoy forever. We're going to enjoy the kingdom, man. You know? We're going to be able to live, man. Right now, man, hey, Jake's struggling, man, to take a break to Hot Springs for 2 days, man.
Hey, but then living their best life, though.
Yeah, but you living your best life. You got to come back and clock in again. He saw you, hey, nigga, you 2 minutes late. Your ass back. I'm done. That's a point. Take some point. Hey, that's a point, nigga. What's wrong with you? Care about you going on vacation for 2 weeks? better get back to work, man.
Yeah, they'll allow a 2-week vacation, but they make you feel like shit about it.
Yeah.
Like, the company needs you, though.
Right.
Like, you promised me this shit.
Right. I earned this.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do without you, man. You putting us in a bind. All that bullshit, man. The hell with that, man. When we get into our kingdom, man, it's going to be, we're going to get it all, man. We're going to have nothing but time, man. Nothing but time, man. Time on our side, like that, what's that song with Paul McCartney? We're going to have time, man. We ain't got that right now, man. Hey, we ain't got no time, man. Not right now. Not in this kingdom, man. But get that Sirach. Yeah.
It's Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right, and that time is coming, man, where the kingdom is about to be translated from one people to another, man. It's about to be translated from a wicked rulership into a righteous rulership, man. You know? That's the time we're living in, man. You know? The Lord is about to return and stomp Esau, Edom out, man, the wickedness, man. That's what we're praying for. That's what we're hastening for, man. You know? When you see that light at the end of the tunnel, man, you dead in focused on making that, you know what I'm saying, completing it and getting to that, man. We see what's coming, man. We see what's at stake, man. You know? We got a kingdom. Oh, you got it, huh? Yeah, that was it.
Alright. Hey, so with that, our brother Testify, once again, we give all honor and glory and power to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadosh.
I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, who rule well, teach well, being great example to Israel, mainly the elect. Peace and blessing to the hope the elect on the four corner, pushing the truth and sincerity. That great song. Hey, keep pushing, we almost out of here. And repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and our salvation nearer than we believe. Keep washing, keep pushing. Hey, hold fast with thy hand, no man take that crown. Next time, hit it on the mark. Y'all about Shema Shabbat Shalom. Shalom.